So after you've gotten through page 7 and you're starting to understand those half notes and whole notes and everything, when you get to page 8, which hopefully some of you will get to this week, we are getting to line number 15, and it's introducing quarter notes. Now, we saw quarter notes in our rhythm study we did at the beginning of the year, and the quarter notes are the filled-in notes with the line coming up. You can see the box up here talking about it. And then they also have quarter rests. I was going to draw them on the board, but my art skills are not great, so they look better in the book. But we have 4 quarter notes and 4 quarter rests. So, for example, on line 15, it would sound like this. E, 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 rest, 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 D, 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 and so on. So you're really just saying ta, 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 1 per foot tap when we get to quarter notes. Some of you might find the counting of this line actually easier than some of the half notes because you get to play a little bit more. But it's the same 3 notes. E, rest for a measure. 4 Ds, rest for a measure. 4 Cs, rest for a measure. 4 Ds, and then the line ends with a whole note, which we just hold for 4 counts. That's going to feel really long after you just played 4 counts of quarter notes. Here's what line 15 sounds like on the clarinet. 1, 2, here I go. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. So that last note lasts for the entire measure of 4 counts. That was line 15. So if you got through page 7, the half notes and whole notes, and then you figured out line number 15, quarter notes, then the next step is learning a song that hopefully you guys all know, not how to play, but you know it. It's called Hot Cross Buns. You've probably heard it. It's a kid's song. But Hot Cross Buns is our first song that's going to mix half notes, whole notes, and quarter notes all into the same song. So let's take a look at what that's going to look like for you guys. You'll be able to look in your book. It's probably a little bit clearer. But we have E for a half note, D for a half note, C for a whole note. E for a half note, D for a half note, C for a half note, and then that half rest, which is 2 counts of silence. Then we have quarter notes, and we're going to get C, 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 D, 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 D. E for a half note, we squeeze in a breath before the D, so it'll be E, breathe, D, C, 2, 3, 4. And you hold that C for 4 counts. Here's what Hot Cross Buns sounds like on the trumpet. And all of these you can play along with me on the recordings, and it has a drum set beat in there that's a lot of fun. So here we go, 16 on the trumpet. 1, 2, here I go. 3, 4. Hopefully you guys recognize that melody. That's a fun one to practice along to work on those first 3 notes we've learned.